Friends, hello, it's Victory. How are you doing? I'm so glad to see you again on my channel. So our meeting today this time will be devoted to lagging indicators. Let's try to find out if they make sense, and of course today we will not get only theoretical knowledge, but also see how I trade binary options, and I will try to tell you about everything in detail. So watch this video till the end and you will learn a lot of interesting things. In the description below this video, you'll find a link to my Telegram channel where you can ask me any questions you have, and where you'll also find a link to my private Telegram channel where I share my daily trading signals. And I also run weekly marathons to help you increase your capital from $150 to $5,000, guys. This happens every week, so make sure to join this marathon. And in addition, if you write my personal Telegram, you will get a link to sign up for PocketOption, which will give you 50% absolutely free for your deposit as a nice bonus. So now let's move on to PocketOption and let's get started. So my broker has a chart of quotations of the US dollar exchange currency pair open, the Canadian dollar, with a profit of 89%. Is not the maximum, of course, but also not little in case of successful transactions. As you can see, I already noticed a certain signal and I opened the first trade to increase by $350 for 1 minute. Now I will explain why I made this decision. The price of our asset has been declining for 30 minutes, and of course, there is not a continuous drop. There are both slowdowns and bounces up. All this is clearly visible from the signals of the Williams indicator, which is not cases accurately predicts the direction of quotes. So this time his line in the oversold zone between -80 and -100 levels began to move up, and we have a downward movement on the chart. And if so, then this is an excellent signal about a possible upward movement of the price. It's impossible to say what kind of movement it will be by 100%. Maybe it will be a rebound or maybe a trend reversal, but it's possible to say with a higher degree of probability that the price will rise. And we can already see that the expiration is coming to an end. And our deal is successful and we earned $311.50. So the indicator didn't let me down, but this doesn't mean that it gives a 100% result. No indicator can show such effectiveness. Anyone can give false signals. Very roughly, they can be divided into two groups, advancing and lagging. Leading indicators, as you have already seen, provide signals about the possible change itself, but the lagging ones, and the contrary, show signals after the price has already changed. Everything is simple with advanced ones. They allow the trader to open a position in advance, but the laggards, what's the point of that? The dream of all traders in the world is to create an indicator that will describe and predict the market situation as accurately and efficiently as possible. Speaking of the market, the profit on our asset has fallen to 76%, so let's find a new one. And here's a great option. This Swiss franc exchange pair, the Japanese yen, has a 92% profit, so we will trade on it. So while we're starting the schedule, we will continue. So no matter how many attempts are made to create such grill, there is always a problem. Guess it's the delay of signals. After that, the trader understands. I would like to enter the market a little earlier, but as they say, you always miss this opportunity. I suggest not to miss our opportunity and open a deal for reduction, again at $350 for 1 minute. This time we see that after the decline, the quotes are trying to grow, but they find themselves in the area of the support level that we have already broken down, and now it can become resistance for the price, and if so, the decline will continue. This development of events is confirmed by the arrow indicator. Its red line, responsible for the downward movement, is near the level of 100, and the blue line is below 30, which indicates a strong downside signal. Only this time, there was no confirmation of such a signal from the Williams indicator, and while the deal is going on, I will continue. In order to make a stable profit, currency traders have to constantly adjust, configure, and test various indicators in their trading systems. And now we're looking at the schedule return. Despite the good signal this time, we couldn't make a profit. But I was sure of it, and now we see that nothing has changed much, so we will repeat the deal and open it again for a decrease of $350 per 1 minute. And now back to conversation. Most of us drew and supplemented our knowledge of currency trading from the internet. Market professionals, those monitor new trends, novice traders are in search of the grail. At the same time, traders drive more than 100 possible combinations with the world indicators into search engines. There is not a single question with the world lagging among them. And really, who would need a delayed signal? But in real trading, it's the belated definition of a trend that guarantees the development of a medium-term or a long-term trend. Leading to actual indicators give much more false signals and much less opportunities for long-term profit. And now let's once again look at the chart. This time the transaction was completed successfully and our profit was $322. Very good. Let's continue the conversation. Trading without delay is possible mainly on the basis of candle analysis. According to Charles Down theory, the price takes into account all events and fundamental news. Thus, those who trade on price and volume signals gain an advantage in transaction without spending time studying economic statistics. So back to trading, this time after its decline, the price is at the support level and I want a deal to increase by $350 for 1 minute. As you know, bounces up are possible from the support level, but here I also noticed that the Williams line began to occupy a horizontal position, which against the background of a decrease in price also indicated a possible increase in quotations. So let's check it out, but for now we will continue to communicate. The leading indicators of fundamental analysis are indirect indicators of a decline in consumer demand, inflation, and economic activity. By analyzing the values of construction permits, retail sales, changes in employment, investors can predict in advance the fall of GDP, the size of the central bank rate, and etc. Once again, another transaction is coming to an end, and another $322 is replenishing our trading account. Let's move on. The employment rate, the central bank discount rate, the gross domestic product, and even inflation are lagging fundamental indicators. Such a classification may explain why the market sometimes reacts in the opposite way to the output of the listed data. Analysts explain this anomaly by the fact that the statistics figures have already been taken into account by traders in the current price, and an incorrect reaction is a correction within 1 or several days. Now let's open on a deal for the price movement higher by $350 for 1 minute. This time the decision was made very simply. The price is rising while the Williams line is moving up. The combination is a signal of a possible increase in quotations. Back to the conversation. Lagging indicators in technical analysis as well as fundamental indicators of the same type determine the trend based on the analysis of past price values. These are moving averages, indicators that build a curve of average values for the period specified by the trader. A simple principle of trend analysis using price averaging form for the basis of many indicators. The most famous are the MACD or MACD and Bollinger Bands. A simple moving average becomes a reliable and profitable trading indicator if you follow the following sets of rules. But about this in a second, because now the deal completed has replenished our pocket by another $322. So the rules are: trend only on a daily time frame, use a 2-digit period, do not trade during the flat period. Let me clarify. During the day, moments of high volatility on the news and the first hours of operation, major global stock exchanges are interspersed with long periods of low activity and liquidity, where various failures and impulses are possible. All of the above reasons make it almost useless to search for cycles within a day. We will resume trading again, the same signals for the growth at last time. So I open a deal for an increase of $350 for 1 minute and continue the conversation. I would like to note that the standard settings of many indicators suggest calculating the average value for 20 days. This indicator allows you to hold a position for up to several months. Medium-term trend trading is the best way to follow the cycles of growth decline of currencies. And in the end, the reason for the sideways movement of currency pairs is the lack of liquidity, which doesn't allow bidders to overcome the barriers of pending orders of large speculators located at significant support and resistance levels. At the same time, the flag itself is easy to calculate by a sharp drop in trading volatility, price change from maximum to minimum. And now we see the completion of the transaction and again $322 profit. This concludes the trading session, so let's consider its results. As I always say, there are no 100% correct signals from the indicators, so today such a signal almost led us to a loss. It's good that there was a return, but the rest of the signals were correct for us, and in 5 successful trades we earned $1,592.50 net profit. So great! So in conclusion, I would like to know that in the modern world, a trader should understand that liquidity and trading volumes are fuel for trends, without which every movement will be random both in strength of the range and in the direction. The delay of indicators will allow you to enter the market when the trend strengthens and the first wave of correction takes place, which in 90% of cases will make the trader position profitable for 1 or 2 candles after entry. This will give you a margin of profit, allowing you to withstand pullbacks in the process of long-term trend following. I hope this information was very useful for you and it will help you earn on binary options. After all, only practice can teach you to understand the market. But remember, if you don't have enough experience when before opening a deal, you need to carefully assess the current market situation. In addition, it's necessary to use indicators, the signals of which you understand, because its use reduces risks and allows you to make a profit over a long distance. So I want you to continue trading binary options because only here the analysis methods are not complicated at all. So in the description below this video, you'll find a link to my Telegram channel where you can ask me, as I already said, any questions you have and any questions you are interested in. You'll also find a link to my personal Telegram where I share my daily trading signals. And I also run weekly marathons to help you increase your deposit from $150 to $5,000, guys. This happens every week, so make sure to join this marathon. In addition, if you write to my personal account on Telegram, you will get a link to sign up for PocketOption, which will give you 50% absolutely free for your deposit as a nice bonus. So, dear friend, this offer is very interesting, so I hope that you will make the most from this video. So guys, thank you so much for being with me all this time. Thank you for watching this video till the end. I hope that you like this video and you give it a like. Subscribe to this channel because only in this case you don't miss anything interesting. So that's all for today. Wish you luck in your trading sessions and see you in the next one.